get to where we can play more than a game. As you know from doing the season, writing about us all year, there's different guys that need to step up, and that's what we're looking for. So everybody, has got to be a better player this time of year, and certainly DeLon and Jordan are no exception to that statement.
Let's talk about your comment on DeLon being first team All Pac-12 and on the All Defensive Team, just the honors.
I think it's pretty neat. It's nice to have, maybe as you look down the Pac-12 stats, I think coaches recognize that he's doing a number of things, to be in the top 10 or top 15 in a number of categories across the board, block shots, steals, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, a lot of things that you don't always associate with one player. I think it's been a catalyst for our program, and we're proud of him. I know he's not patting himself on the back, and it's not time to give any trophies out. We've got some things that we want to accomplish, and he's a big part of that. But I'm super proud for he and our program, and I'm sure he'd be the first to tell you that his teammates are just as responsible for it and putting him in a position where he can succeed.
Does it mean a little bit more that does come from the coaches, not from the media?
Well, I think it's always a statement when you're, voted on by your peers. That those awards always mean a little bit more, I think, than media. But I don't think your guys' vote would be much different if you had a vote and could analyze some of the stats. But yeah, that's who needs to be voting on those things for the most part. We'll let you guys take care of the preseason, prognostications and some of that stuff, and writing articles when the games are over. But I think coaches watch a lot of film and realize the value of certain players, and it's fitting that he got that award.
What are you guys doing in Vegas? You're going down today, and practicing tomorrow, and just kind of go through what you do before the game.
We are going to take them to the Beatles show tonight, the Cirque du Soleil show. I saw that over the summer with my wife and a couple of my kids, and it was one of those lifetime memories that's not going to be running forever. I know a lot of our guys aren't going to be real familiar with Beatle music, but there was something about that 60s vibe, and there's plenty of great Beatles songs I think the guys will hear and go, wow, this, and not to mention the visual aspect. So we'll be there tonight, 7 o'clock, a couple hours to soak that up a little bit, and then we've got a fairly early morning practice tomorrow, and then we'll be tipping it off here less than 48 hours from now.
You talk about J.O.'s role with the team after that 6-for-6 shooting at Stanford and that.
Yeah, he really stepped up offensively. We need to be physical, and that was a little bit of a focus for us at Cal, so he didn't get an opportunity to play. We felt like we needed physicality, and J.O.'s making progress. He's got to become a better defender, and he's got to become a better rebounder for us. But when presented, it's example, like maybe a lot of our guys on our team, when they're given an opportunity, I know he didn't digest it real well when he didn't play, and he had a good practice in the Bay Area in between those games, and when he got his chance, he was 6 for 6, but our fives were 10 for 10, maybe 11 for 11 from the field. None of our fives missed a shot. So hopefully that's a little bit of a catalyst, because as I've told our team all year, we're going to need the fives to be productive. We got them the ball, and they were pretty efficient. The Achilles heel for us in that game was our inability to get some rebounds.
Coach, I'm sorry to ask you to repeat yourself. Can I get your thoughts on the Pac-12 tournament coming up here? just 30 seconds. What you expect?
No, it's it's on. I said I was nervous about it. I think our players invested a lot of time since late September, and it's right upon us now. I'd be lying if I said that there weren't a little bit more butterflies. I think we prepared all year, and not much is going to change, but I think in the back of our mind we know there's a little bit more riding on it here, and we're looking forward to getting it started.
Coach, when you get to this time of year and there's so much talk about scenarios and what ifs and what you need to do to get into the NCAA tournament, is that something that you pay attention to, or do you like your guys to say ignore all that, all we care about is Washington?
No, it hasn't changed. It's Washington right now, and there's not much talk about it. We know there's one way to get into the NCAA tournament at this point, and that starts with Washington. So you know, it's an exciting time of year for us, but it's definitely in the moment here and now, and we don't have many discussions about hypothetical committee rooms or anything like that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thanks.